Hey folks, how's it going? It's Robert here. How's everybody doing? Well, now, here we are. It's December 18th, and supposedly on the 21st of December is the end of the Baku of the Mayan calendar. People interpret differently what that actually means. A lot of people think the world's going to end. You know, a lot of people just think it's the end of an age. Well, I don't really know what to think, so, you know, better to be prepared than not be prepared. So, I'm going to show you folks my post 21st of December kit, just in case we're on the end days and there is some sort of catastrophic event that I lived through, and you know, I am prepared. Our group is going to be between 5 and 10 people. Everybody's going to carry roughly the same amount of gear. So I'll go through what I'm carrying. You know, I got all kinds of different firearms. Myself, I opted for my Ruger 1022 as my primary weapon. My primary defense, I got optics on it. If optics cease to function, this thing has a pop-up sight on it. It is very accurate out to 100 yards, and I can carry 1,000 rounds of ammunition with me, and not hardly, you know, too much weight at all. So my primary is a 22 semi-automatic Ruger 1022. That's going to be my primary weapon, and I have just a little over 1,000 rounds of ammunition. I actually have more than that, but 1,000 rounds is what I'm carrying with me. This is for my bug out bag, so if I need to bug out and leave my residence because of some sort of catastrophic event, then I'll be able to do that. Let's go through my sleep system first and my gear. It's wintertime here in Nova Scotia. It's going to be cold. We're getting into January and February very soon. We're going to have temperatures of like -20. You know, if it's something bad, well, you know, the whole point of this is if I live through it. So I got a hammock and a tarp. I have another tarp. It's a Mylar back tarp. I have a -15 sleeping bag that I'm going to carry with me, and it's in a saline waterproof container. For the winter, because it's going to be cold, I got 3 blankets. These are polyester wool blankets. They're 50-50. I got 2 of them. I have a 100% pure wool. My sleeping bag, like I said, is for good up to -15 or 20. Now, for warmth, I'll keep going on with sleep system and clothes. I have gloves. I have a really good pair of rawhide that are almost indestructible. I have another pair of rawhide that are very, very warm. Now, for my clothes, I have Dakota rain gear. It's made out of ripstop nylon. It's very, very tough and very, very durable. I have a jacket to go with that also. Again, this is almost like sleep gear. You can sleep in this. It's completely waterproof. It's got a hood for it. For my everyday clothes, I got polar fleece long johns and top. I got a polyester shirt to go with it. Of course, I'll probably be wearing some sort of. I'll probably go with my paintball pants because they're pretty warm. Plus, I have the polyester undergear for them, so they're very warm up with the outer shell of this. They're very maneuverable. I can move around in them very easily and very quietly. As for jackets, I have 2 jackets with me. I have this one, which is a polyester type jacket too. I have a polyester cotton mix shirt that really dries really fast even when it's wet. And I have this long overcoat. It's a 3/4 length. It's polyester. What is it? Polyester. I think it's 100% polyester, and it's got a fill in it like not like down, but some sort of a polyester. It's very, very warm. It's quite windproof, yet when it gets wet, it repels water pretty good, yet when it dries, you can dry it really easy, and it's very warm, plus it goes down 3/4 of the length on my body. Now for socks, I got 2 pairs of wool socks, above and beyond the pair of wool I'll be wearing. I have a couple of hats. I got a warm toque. I got a balaclava that's very warm. I have another smaller balaclava that'll fit inside of the other one if it's really cold. And I have a pair of mechanics gloves that I wear all the time. You guys have seen me with them in videos before. Again, this is all the stuff that I can carry in one pack. Again, for my secondary weapon, I have a 22. It's almost like this, only it's a Norinco 22 long rifle, handgun to complement my 22. I also thought that I may carry, because it breaks down, I may carry the bow with me and 3 arrows. I can always make arrows. I can make strings. The bow collapses down into a pretty small package, so it's not going to add that much more weight to the pack. So that would probably be my secondary weapon, plus I can hunt with it and stuff and be very, very quiet doing that. Not that the 22 isn't quiet, but that'll probably go on my pack too. Now for my main gear, of course I got my hatchet, my axe. Usually don't go anywhere without that. Now my other cutting tools will be, I'll take my K-bar because they're almost indestructible, and I'll take my normal Mora that I'll be carrying because it never hurts to have a couple of backups. Fire steel in there, I'll have that. Now for food, I got an 8 kg bag of rice. That's almost 20 pounds of rice, long grain. You know, you're talking a month's or better worth of rice if you're eating a meal or 2 a day. I got dehydrated hamburger that's good for probably a month. I got some fiddleheads that are dehydrated, and again, these will all be in plastic containers like this. My cook kit consists of an alcohol stove. I got a cup and a metal container inside of this. I have 2 pellet gun tins like this that fit inside of there. The pellet gun tins are actually, one has a fishing kit in it, the other one has my primitive fire kit in it. Flint and steel and char cloth and that kind of stuff. What else I have in there? I have 100 feet of bank line is in there. I have 100 feet of paracord that will go in here with my ammunition in my ammo box. My fuel for my alcohol stove is here. This is just to start off with. I probably will end up using open flame and fire to cook with eventually, but it never hurts to have something that's quick and simple to use when you're, you know, the first few days until you get yourself leveled out in your wide mouth 1 liter water bottle. Probably don't need this, but I'm taking it anyway. It's spices and stuff. My first aid kit consists of normal first aid kit stuff. It's got all my pills and stuff in there I need for a month. It's got some painkillers, some Tylenol 3s, that kind of stuff. I have an Esbit stove with me that I'll use. It's good for cooking and you can open it up. Karen Chanke sent me this. It's got Esbit tablets in there. It's quick to cook with. I can also make a fire in this with wood, and it'll close up, and it's nice and small, and it really leaves no footprint, and it's not that heavy, so I'm going to take that with me too. For lighting, I got a headlamp and I got a Rayovac indestructible. Both run on AAA batteries, and for batteries I have rechargeables. I actually don't have a recharging unit, but then again, you know, for the first few days, once the batteries are gone, hopefully I'll be able to find more batteries. For the Ruger, I have 2 clips. I have a 25 round clip, and I have the original 10 that came with it for a backup. For sharpening, I have my 2 primary water stones, wet stones, whatever you want to use. You can use oil on them, water, whatever works. I also have my pocket carry, EDC everyday carry that I carry all the time. Fork and a spoon. Took a harmonica. It's not a real big thing, but sometimes when you're feeling bad and you need something, a little bit of music will never hurt you. Got a compass. It's also got a magnifying glass on it. 2 lighters. I have a Zippo lighter. I have a couple of different redundancies for making flame. You know how we are. So I got a Zippo. I can use kerosene, gasoline, whatever I want. It's got a brand new flint in it. I have this, plus I have my ferrocene rods, plus I have the ability to make fire with rubbing 2 sticks together. So this here is a complete survival kit. This has got fishing equipment in it. This has got char cloth. It's got a striker. Again, redundancies on the fire. But if you need to, you got this, and it's got all kinds of fishing tackle in there and everything. It's fairly heavy, but it's a good piece of kit to have. Again, for shelter, I have an Adventures medical kit. It's like a Mylar sleeping bag, only it's stretchable like a plastic garbage bag. I also have another kit here that I'm going to carry with me. This is good for making char cloth in. I have my binoculars. I have a thing of oil with me for cooking. I also have to carry on my side all the time. I have my Gerber multi-tool, which you can't beat, and I have a pair of small vice grips. I also have with me, I got snares and stuff inside of one of the kits here. I have some wire snares. I also have two, out in the car, I have 2 rat traps with rope, and one with rope on it and one with twine on it, or one with metal wire on it already set up for trapping. So I have 2 rat traps so I can catch birds and stuff if I really need to. So, oh, and remember, Karen, I told you about the lightweight sleep mat I made out of, it's made out of styrofoam, but it had a Mylar backing on it. It's like reflective, I don't know if we're doing maybe trailers or something like that. It's really thin, but the R value on it's really good, and it's really nice to sleep on, and it fits right on. And to carry all my gear, I have my Alice frame pack, and it'll all fit on this, whether I put it in a 5-gallon bucket, which I actually might end up doing. I might put everything on here in a 5-gallon bucket strapped on, and everything else strapped around the sides. This is a pretty good pack. I used it a few times. It's very comfortable to carry. Has an adjustable bottom piece on it, and everything will go on that pack, and hopefully that'll be everything I need in case I have to bug out come the end of the day. Pack's fully packed with all the gear that I showed you. The food made it awful heavy. An extra 20 pounds of food made a big difference. So, but I mean, that weight will dwindle later on, and the food I can supplement with stuff I can catch. So everything I need's in there. It's pretty much my whole life, if everything comes down to what they say it's gonna. And you know, we survived the apocalypse, the end of days. Whether it's true or not, it never hurts to be prepared. So it's one of my survival kits. The kids will be carrying theirs, and other people their own. So anyway, that's pretty much it, all packed up into a nice small container. I would like to actually have a plastic tarp to go over the top of that just to keep everything dry. Anyway, it's the first time I packed it up. I guess as I go along I'll learn to pack a little bit better than that. As ammunition and food supplies dwindle, we get down low on ammunition, it'll drop a lot of weight too. The 1,200 rounds of 22 shells still weigh a lot, but still, that's still a lot of firepower. It's a lot of shooting, 1,000 rounds. You know, this is, you don't have to lug this with you every time you go out either. This could be something that you'd have stored at a base station or someplace that you're staying that's safe and secure. There's all kinds of rope tying it down, all kinds of bank line. I got paracord in there, so I got all kinds of rope and stuff, so we're all good. I would like to paint that bucket black, just to have it black instead of being a white color like that. But all in all, 5-gallon bucket, it's got a whole lot of stuff in it too. I mean, the 5-gallon bucket will come in handy too if you got to use it for certain things. Anyway, so all I got left is my 22 over there and the clothes that I'll be wearing on my back. Pretty much any of the clothes, if I get too hot, I can still strap it all to the pack. More stuff will fit on there. And if I got to, I got a couple of jackets that are camo. I could throw a camo jacket over top of that, and the pack would be pretty much concealed. Anyway, I got a few pockets up here I left open for different things, like if I'm walking along and collect some wild edibles, I left the pockets on my belt loop strap open so I can pick stuff up as I'm going, whether it's fire starter, you know, whatever I need as I travel, come across when I'm moving, right? Anyway, that's it, folks. Hope to see you on the 22nd, everybody. Later.